Welcome to the Empowered Podcast with Deanna Merlino, an all-encompassing personal development show where I will be sharing with you just how to transform yourself into the best version of you, both inside and out. From wellness, entrepreneurship, spirituality, and manifestation, I'll be showing you exactly how to live your best life. I will be keeping it as real and raw as it gets. So get ready to peel back the layers and really transform yourself under the surface. Because nothing is better than finding your purpose and living this life as your true, authentic self. Welcome back, Empowered Fam. I have all the tea to share with you today. So I just got back from Denver. It was incredible. I officially have spoken at my first business panel, which was all for women startups. We actually spoke at the Denver Startup Week convention, which is the largest free entrepreneurship convention in all of the country. So what an amazing way to kick off my speaking career as a panelist. It went amazing. I got to meet with 8 of the other co-authors of our new to launch book, which is called The Empowered Women's Path, and it is launching live October 24th. Actually, speaking about the book, you can actually pre-order a digital copy of the book right now for 99 cents. This is not a forever standing offer. This is just going to get you the digital copy, which launches October 4th, which at that point you can get a hard copy if you would like. And the price is obviously going to go up, but it is our goal to become a best-selling book. So we're trying to drive pre-sales as high as possible. So for 99 cents, you can get our book all about women entrepreneurship and insights and advice and personal stories from 21 incredibly successful and inspiring women. So you can help yourself and help us out by helping us to reach our goal and become a bestseller. So really, really exciting. And actually, if you are hearing this episode on Monday, the 25th, then you can still grab our summit. We're actually doing a summit all about women entrepreneurship, us as the authors, and it's free. It's completely free. It's a 4-day summit. And if you sign up now, you don't even have to, like if you missed some or if you can't make it live, it's fine. You will get the recordings. But if you don't sign up before the summit is over on the 29th, then it will be taken down forever. So either sign up and get the recordings or miss out. And I don't want you to miss out. So both the digital copy of our book and the info for our summit will be in the show notes. Now, getting back to the topic of protecting our energy, this is the 4th part of our series. So if you have missed any of the other parts, you're going to want to go back and listen. All of them have so many powerful nuggets. So you're going to want to get all of the goodies. And this week we are going to talk about, I'm going to give you like an actual tangible way to protect your energy. And it's actually not something that I added specifically into my energetic protection course, which will also be in the show notes. So this is just like an added bonus, something that I use all the time and really tied into my time in Denver. So let me catch you all up on that. And then I'll give you the tip because it's what I used to stay safe and protected while I was there. So we had an amazing time. Denver was awesome as far as the experience. I'm so sorry to my Denver lovers out there. And this is not a personal attack, but in my opinion, I did not enjoy Denver as a city. I say this because of many reasons. So our hotel was amazing. It was beautiful. It was stunning. It was fantastic. And the hotel that we booked was close to the venue. So we were able to walk to a lot of the places. And so we were able to walk to a lot of the places, and it was really gross and concerning, honestly. Like we were walking through the city and people were just openly, like truly not even hiding it, doing meth and crack and God knows what else, like openly on the sidewalk, not like in an alley or no, like openly in the center of town, not hiding it. There was a ridiculous amount of homeless people. So it was really, really really sad. It was at first hard on me. And that's why we're going to talk about the energetic protective practice that I'm going to share today. Because I had a really hard time. There was literally, I remember at one point, there was a guy wearing essentially like rags, and his shoes were not shoes anymore. Like they were just tattered pieces of cloth that were barely there. And it just broke my heart to see people living that way and knowing that that's their reality. And it's so awful. And it really is hard on me as an empath, like seeing the world hurting and people hurting and struggling. It just breaks my heart. So that was really rough to experience that. And like truly the city smelled so bad. Like I hate talking poorly about a place, but it really ties in. My experience ties into what I'm sharing. So sorry, Denver, I'm sharing your dirty laundry. The streets were just littered and pee and poop and vomit, and nowhere that we walked in the city, in the area that I was in downtown, didn't smell. Like the air just smelled. So that really stunk, but our experience was amazing. The like restaurants and bars were incredible. Like we went to a Bills backer bar to watch the game, and it was awesome. Everyone we met, the people were amazing. The staff was incredible. The last day our flight was leaving at like 7 a.m. So we ended up just going to the hotel lobby bar, and the guy who was our bartender that we hung out with all night was incredible. Actually, I want to share a quick intuitive story with you guys. This is how amazing our intuition is when we listen to it. So this guy was awesome, right? The only thing I drink if I'm drinking is coconut rum and water. And a lot of people stare at me really funny when I order that. And he immediately was like, yep, no problem. Would you like to add this melon liqueur? Would you like to add some pineapple juice? Would you like to add some Sprite? Would you like to make it a martini? Like offering me all these things. And I was like so taken aback because that's usually not what happens. And I was like, listen, you are taking care of me. I will take whatever you give me. I trust you. And so he made this incredible drink. It was delicious. He was so personable. He gave us the remote to the TV so my husband could watch his game. He was just great. We really, really liked him. And there was like a couple, mind you, I bartended for 8 years, right? So like I get dealing with crappy customers, and I know how stressful that job can be. And there was just like, I could tell he was getting overwhelmed. He had a million receipts that he wasn't able to like get rung in one at a time as you would like to do, as much as you can just to stay on top of things. So there were receipts everywhere. There was like a group of 10 girls that came in. You could tell that they came from work, and they were definitely like corporate America workers. I don't know. I feel like I'm saying that wrong, but anyhow, you could tell they were just like corporate, and they came after work and they asked for extra spicy margaritas. Okay. Extra spicy margaritas. So he makes them. The guy's slammed, still being super kind, still being composed, but I can just tell, I can sense people's energy, right? And they come over and they're super nasty to him. And mind you, they had been like sitting over there for like a half an hour. So they didn't like their drinks and they didn't say anything. And then they came over when they saw the manager was around, and they were like, we didn't drink any of our drink. It was way too spicy. They ordered extra spicy margaritas. And then they were like, they were being nasty to him. And he was like, how can I make this right? Were his exact words. And one of the girls like freaked out. She's like, what do you mean? How can you make this right? And he's like, ma'am, how can I make this right? And they were like, we have to leave right now. We don't, because he was like, can I make you new drinks? And mind you, they sat with him for 30 minutes. Like if you don't like something when it comes to customer service, like let them know right away. They're being super rude. And he's like, I'll just give you your money back. And they're like, great, because we have to go. And you never want something like that to happen in front of your manager, right? Like that just doesn't feel good. It doesn't look good, whatever. So anyhow, I go to the bathroom. Long story short, sorry, I wanted to give you just like an idea of what his day was going like. I go to the bathroom, and when I come up from the bathroom, I just felt intuitively guided to go talk to the manager. And the manager had come over and talked to us earlier in the evening, and he was super great. He actually came over and said that my husband and I were such a cute couple. And so we had chatted with him too. And I went over and I was like, hey, I just wanted to say that the bartender is really amazing. He's really good at his job. He's really knowledgeable. He's really polite. He's really funny. He's really personable. I bartended for 8 years. I want to say that he has been handling himself so well all night. And I just want to say that he really was the cherry on top to our entire stay. And I just wanted to give him kudos for that. And the manager was like, silent. And then he was like, I'm not going to lie to you. We were considering letting him go. And after tonight's, like what happened tonight, we were absolutely going to let him go. But what you just said really sat with me. And so I just want you to know that you just saved his job. And in my head, I'm like, this guy has been doing so well. Like, I can't believe they were going to get rid of him. Like, he was a stellar bartender, but also it felt so good to know. And I never even mentioned it to the bartender. It was just something I kept to myself. But even my husband was like, wow, like you never cease to amaze me. Like, how did you know to go do that? And I'm like, I don't know. I just did. I just followed my intuition. It feels really good to know that he kept his job that night because of me. So anyhow, diving into what I do want to share with you all, because there were so many different scenarios that weekend that were impacting me energetically as an empath and someone who feels everything so deeply. And so this is what I do. This is good for anything and everything. This is good for when you leave your house. This is good for when you get into an Uber or a Lyft or a cab and you just want to protect yourself that way, or you're in a situation where you know things are going to be negative. Like, I always think like family Thanksgiving dinner, when things get heated, when all the family gets together, or like if you're can't avoid your coworkers or your friend, like you're with a group of your friends and there's always that one person who's negative, whatever it is, this is what I do. This is the practice that I want you to utilize and instill. I take a moment to close my eyes and I visualize a pink, vibrant pink, like rose quartz colored light coming down through my head or my crown, making its way all the way through my body. I'm actually going to ask you guys to do this with me right now. If you're not driving, closing your eyes, taking a few deep breaths, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, releasing any tension, release, calm. Visualizing that pink energy coming through the top of your head, down through your head, down your shoulders, down your arms, down your hands. Rose pink energy down your throat, down your shoulders, down your chest, down your heart. Rose pink energy down your ribs, down your belly, down your organs, through your hips. Rose pink energy through your thighs, through your knees, through your calves, through your feet, fully enveloping every bit of your body, fully filling you with this healing, unconditional love, rose pink energy, fully enveloping your body, fully surrounding you, fully protecting you, creating an armor around your body and in your body of unconditional love. Watching and feeling that rose pink energy coming out of your cells, out of your skin, and creating a rose pink energy bubble fully surrounding your entire body. Sitting and basking in this pink energy, feeling yourself filled with love, filled with protection, filled with peace, filled with comfort. And that is what I do. Anytime I am in a situation, and mind you, like you might be in a place where you can't like go through that and close your eyes and whatever, and you don't want to feel weird, you can visualize it with your eyes open. You can do it before you go wherever. I do it when I'm getting on the plane. I do it when I'm in someone's car. Like if you've ever been in someone's like an Uber or Lyft and the driver is just, I don't know if this happens to anyone else but me. Everyone always wants to talk to me and like dump their stuff on me. It's one of the great things about being an empath. So like I have to protect myself from negativity. And one of the things that I always talk about is how that high frequency is going to override the low frequency. Love is the highest frequency. So when you fill yourself and surround yourself with that unconditional love, it's going to bounce off you. You are going to rise up in energy, and that lower energy is going to either be enveloped and transmuted and raised, or it's just going to bounce off of you and like it's just not going to take away from you. So when you are in a hard and difficult situation or stressful or sad, like you're like me when I was like getting beaten down by seeing so many homeless people and people having hard times, just fill yourself but back up and protect yourself with that rose pink unconditional love energy. So I hope that you enjoy this episode. Honestly, I have a question for you all. If you listen to this episode again on Monday, 9/25, I'm going to post this on my Instagram story and I'm going to ask this in a poll. I would like to know, would you prefer me to continue on with this series for the next month? And I'm going to do what I would do is taking 8 different things or tools or practices and breaking them up by week. So doing 2 per week to do like a almost interactive type thing where like you would have actual homework to do for the next month for yourself? Or would you prefer me to do a live masterclass that I would do online that you can sign up for? And we will do that as a 60 to 90 minute interactive masterclass where I go through it with you all live at one sitting. Yes, you could miss it and you could catch the recording if you want to. So I would love to hear that. Would you prefer me to do another month of energetic protective practices and break up the practices with 2 per episode, or do one masterclass online and do it interactive with us, like virtually in person? Does that make sense? It's not in person, but you know what I'm saying, like face to face virtually. So let me know what you would prefer. Because I want to know if my content is going back to normal content or if I'm going to continue this on. Let me know in my polls. I love you all so much. I hope these episodes have been impactful for you. I've been hearing nothing but good feedback, which has me so excited. Again, if you have not signed up for my energetic protection and practices class, then you can do so in the show notes. And I also just want to say that the content that you're going to get in that masterclass or the episodes that I continue next month are not what's in my course. So this would be bonus content, new practices. So you can still get my course and you're still going to be getting all of these amazing bonus extras just for being in my world, because I love you and I want to share the gifts. Okay. Have an amazing day, an amazing week. And I will see you next time on the Empowered Podcast with Deanna Merlino. I'm so glad that you're here. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you guys so much for listening to today's episode. If you want to find out more, you can follow me on Instagram at Empowered with Deanna and my personal page, Fit Deanna Lolita. You can also visit me on my website, which is deannamerlinofit.com. Make sure that whatever platform you guys are listening on, please rate and subscribe. And this means so much to me. It's going to help get me out there to help so many other people. I'm so grateful that you're here with me on this journey of wellness and self-empowerment. I cannot promise that it will always be easy, but I do know that it will always be worth it. Stick with me, and together, let's start living as the version of us that we were meant to be. Because the world is waiting for your gifts, and you deserve to live the life of your wildest dreams and beyond. So friends, let's get empowered.